some momentum swings there throughout the game, but we just stuck with it, and it's a huge 2 points for us. Got that one out in shootout.
I'm sure you weren't pleased with the first period. What were you guys able to do with the second and third?
Yeah, we weren't happy with our game in the first. Obviously, I think we're just not playing to our style, and we talked about it. We knew we had a lot better, and I think you saw more of that in the second and third, obviously, and got ourselves back into the game. So, Elvis was great. It gave us a chance to get back into it, and we were able to do that and come out with the 2 points.
When you talk about just turning your game around, but that was a pretty drastic turnaround. Was there a lot of talk in the intermission, or was it just everybody knew that that ain't it? It's got to be much better?
Yeah, I mean, the first period wasn't us at all, obviously. For whatever reason, we weren't playing our game. We were turning pucks over, losing battles, and we talked about it. And us in this room, all year we haven't accepted that, so we knew we had better. And obviously, the second and the third were much better efforts by us, and able to find a way and get out the 2 points.
The shorthanded goal that you scored, anything that you see there? Were you just trying to use the D-man as a screen?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just trying to get it through him, make sure it doesn't get blocked, and exactly that. Use him as a screen. I think it took a couple of bounces and found its way in. So obviously a good bounce for us there.
I mean, as tough as it's been to win tight games like this for this team, what can winning a game the way you did, shaking off a bad first period and coming on strong here at the end, what can that do for you guys?
Yeah, no, it's great. Obviously, we've the last little bit here, we've not had the results, but we've played some good hockey, and to get the result tonight is huge for us, and hopefully we can just continue with that and run with it here. Obviously, it feels great to come in and get those 2 points and hear the music again. We'll go back to it. Big game Friday at home, so enjoy it now, but another huge 2 points on Friday, and looking forward to that now.
You guys are at full strength now, really, with Sean back and Goodbranson back and yourself back. What kind of a difference has that made?
Yeah, it's huge getting those guys back, and can't say enough about each of them, of what they bring on the ice and in their room here, and just true pros that have been around for a long time. So you had those two guys in your locker room, it's going to help you, and they've battled extremely hard. We've seen firsthand to get back and come back at a crucial time of year, and they both jumped in, played great today. After missing a lot of time, so it's not easy, but they played great, and we're happy to get that win for them, and happy they're back with us.
This season has a lot of ebbs and flows, but to get this win on a Monday, to snap this losing streak, and then your next game's not until Friday, just to not make this week miserable, can you just speak to how important it was to kind of turn it around today rather than...
Yeah, I mean, I don't really look too much into that, to be honest. It's, one game at a time, and no matter if we play tomorrow or not for 3 days, like you said, it doesn't matter to us. We're trying to get the 2 points at this time of year, and that's it.
Adam, you mentioned it in the intermission there. What did you guys change after that first period? What happened? What did you switch up?
Yeah, like I said, in between periods, I thought we needed to tighten everything up, and we did in the second and the third. I thought we got back to our game that we were playing when we were getting on those win streaks, and we were scoring a lot. And yeah, I really liked our game in the second and third. First, we got away from it, and it bit us in the butt, and we were able to get back to it in the second and third, and it paid off.
And yeah, you could feel that it was about to pay off the way you were playing in the third. I think you outchanced them, by a wide margin there in the third, and just it was a different game there.
Yeah, I mean they're a good hockey team over there, and they got a good goalie between the pipes, and he made some big saves even when we were pressing at the end. So things went great for us tonight. We're really happy to get one now and try and start our push now.
You guys holding your breath on the bench there on that goaltender interference call?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know. I don't really want to comment too much on the officiating. I don't know if I have a. Yeah, I can't really talk on that stuff. I'm not the guy to ask.
Well, just how did you react after it went your way? I mean, then you had life again, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That means next goal wins after that. I mean, there's 8 seconds left on the clock, so we ended up taking it to shootout. Elvis made a 10-ball save. That was huge for us to get to that point. So it was a great team win.
What did you do in the shootout there? What was the move to kind of make that one go in?
Just try and bait him one way and go the other. It worked out.
Yeah. What's it say about the team just in general to be able to kind of stick with it? The ebbs and flows of this game, there was a lot of emotional momentum swings. You guys were able to pull it out. What's it just kind of say about this group?
Yeah, it says a lot. I mean, obviously it's a big energy boost getting Goody and Monty back in the lineup. Those guys are huge parts of our team on the ice and even bigger parts in the locker room. So I think that gave us a little extra boost tonight, and that was all we needed to start this thing here.
In the shootout, is it kind of predetermined what you're planning to do, or are you reading the goalie as you skate in? Just can you take us through your mindset?
Bit of both. You watch film, and I'm sure he watches film too, so a bit of a mind game both ways. Who knows? But I was reading what I had, and I ended up going in.
And you saw it was in right away.
Yeah, I knew it was
From
in.
the
Yeah.
camera angle, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fun. I mean, it's tough to just jump right in, but no, it was good. The first one's out of the way, found a way to win the game, and I mean, move forward from here, keep pushing.
You come back in, you get a couple of assists. To us, it would look like you hadn't missed a beat. Did it take a while for you to shake the rust off?
A little bit. I mean, the legs and lungs felt good. It's, I mean, the speed of the game, and I mean, it's hard to recreate that when you're skating kind of by yourself for a while. But no, it was good. I mean, I got a lot of opportunity to, I mean, play some important minutes, and I mean, when you're out there in those times, it keeps your details in check, and I mean, it's just nice to come out here with a win.
And team-wise, to get that win after kind of a rough first period, what does that say about the way you guys just stuck with it, I guess?
Yeah, no, we grinded. We weren't good in the first, and we obviously know that. And I think, I mean, tried to keep pushing. We did that, found ways to get some goals, and I mean, Elvis stood on his head and kept us in there.
Your penalty kill tonight, which you were part of, not just scored a goal, but I think created momentum each time it was out there. Just how important is it in a game like that to be able to do that?
Yeah, special teams are huge. Penalty kill, I mean, you're trying to obviously not get scored against, but that was a huge goal for us to boost our team by Boone. A great shot, and I mean, yeah, special teams at this time of the year, they can win and lose you games for sure.
How big was Fantilli's goal? Because you didn't play well in the first period, then the second period, you know, you get it early, and then all of a sudden you have some positivity.
Yeah, no, it's huge. Fance has been playing some great hockey, and I mean, he kept us alive there at that goal, gave us a little momentum, come in, regroup. He's playing great, and I mean, it's fun to watch.
Is this an ideal setup for you, coming back from an injury to then have a few days off? So now you have a few days to practice and kind of work your way back into game shape and speed of the game. Does that help?
Honestly, it's more so just games. I've practiced a lot and skated a lot, so I mean, it's more so just the timing of, I mean, if a puck gets chipped out and you're trying to make a quick read and stuff like that. So I mean, it'll be nice though to practice with the guys and obviously have some days of rest and spend some time with the family. But yeah, no, it's. I think the biggest thing is getting in games and getting in those, I guess, different situations.
Looked like a different team coming out for the second period. What did you change? What adjustments did you make?
Well, we just the guys are saying all the right things on the bench and in between periods, and we just reinforced that we were. It wasn't for lack of trying. We were just trying to score, trying to do too much, trying to do way too much. Instead of just simplifying our game and getting after it and doing what we did in the last two periods as far as getting pucks deep and getting after it and doing what we do. And it's no, negative that they're trying their butts off to score goals and to win hockey games and get 2 points, but you still have to go about it intelligently. And, once they adjusted themselves, we played the right way.
Two obviously huge goaltender interference calls. One went your way, one did not go your way. Just can you comment on them? Are you comfortable in commenting either one?
Well, I guess what it says is that we got to be very careful that the call on the ice is probably where it's going to go, because you have to have such great, clear, super clear evidence, or lopsided the other way in order to overturn it. So both were called on the ice, and that's how they stayed. So we'll be mindful of that next time.
You talked recently about playing good hockey but not getting results, and what does it do to get a result? I imagine that just kind of almost maybe feels like a weightlifter or something, where you get the reward for the work you've been putting in.
Well, no, that's fair. We didn't play particularly well in some areas, and we haven't got the breaks that we did. We got some, a couple bounces and a couple deflections. Obviously, Boone's on the PK, gets deflected, and we end up scoring on it. And we got some breaks, we got some bounces, but we also work to create some of them as well.
The challenge seemed like an incredibly close play, the Anders Lee goal. What were you seeing there, and how much do you have to balance the risk of going back on the penalty kill?
Well, yeah, it's a big risk, right? I mean, we're down one, and now we got to kill. So yeah, it was a risk. Were we, really clear that we would probably get that one? Yeah, of course. Otherwise, you don't call it. But as I said, we'll have to make an adjustment and revisit. Both are super close, obviously. It took so long for that second one. It was really gut-wrenching there for a while to look up at the clock and see, basically nothing left on the clock and our, us being down. But, we're fortunate that, we maybe both caught a break there.
Did the return of Monahan and your penalty kill unit impact your decision to challenge? Did you feel comfortable with that, or
No.
kind of two separate things?
No, but we're happy Monahan's back. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. We getting those two veteran guys back in, and Monahan chips in the score sheet, but just to have those guys in their presence and everything out there.
Yeah, and Goody was just big, strong, heavy, calm leader. Both had their fingerprints all over this win.